So before this video gets started, I'm going to tell you guys, first of all, I did not decide these results. You guys did, and remember, if you watched my Joe Biden versus Donald Trump election night from a couple days ago, it was decided entirely by you guys. And I posted something on my community tab a couple days ago, 2 days ago in fact, where it gave you a form where you could fill out every single state, who you think would win every single state between Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders. And the results were pretty similar to what I saw in the first Google form election night. In states like Alabama, Donald Trump won overwhelmingly, but I noticed in some of the more Democratic states there were clear and unsupported decisions, especially by logical standards. When we're looking at a number of these states, we look at a state like Massachusetts or California or Maryland or Hawaii, Connecticut, Delaware, I noticed a trend. It was around the same percentage point of the number of people that voted all for Donald Trump in predominantly Democratic states. If you look at a state like Alabama, there isn't as much Democratic bias as I saw Republican bias for the president. It was around the same type of percentage points, and my only true assumption could be that these votes were purely botted. So I subtracted a total of 121 votes from major swing states for the president because it wouldn't really impact the ones from the other states, considering I'm not putting in percentage points. So 121 votes were deducted from a number of swing states, and it altered the course of 3 swing states. So again, in the future, if you want your candidate to win, vote once. That's why in this 2018 one I'm going to mention at the end of the video, you're required to log in now to vote in this form, so people can't do what they did in this election night. So I really like doing these, but I really hope you guys, for those of you doing it perfectly fine, keep doing you. But for those of you who want to alter the results in the favor of one candidate, that just takes the fun out of it. So I'm not calling anyone out. Just in the future, I'm going to take a little bit more of a precaution as to how you vote, and a little bit more safety and safeguard for future voting. So let's get right into this election night. Good evening. Welcome to Election Night in America 2020. Tonight we have the incumbent president, Donald Trump, running with the incumbent vice president, Mike Pence, and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, the most popular senator in the United States, and Representative Tulsi Gabbard from the great state of Hawaii. Let's start off with our 7 p.m. poll closings from 6 states. The state of Kentucky, Donald Trump is the projected winner of their 8 electoral votes. Out of the state of Vice President Mike Pence's home state of Indiana, 11 electoral votes landing in Donald Trump's column tonight. The state of South Carolina, 9 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Out of the state of Virginia, the first swing state to go tonight, Bernie Sanders easily wins their 13 electoral votes. His home state of Vermont, 3 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. The state of Georgia, another swing state, 16 electoral votes, currently too close to call, but Donald Trump is in the lead. And looking at our electoral map, the president now taking an early lead with 28 electoral votes to Bernie Sanders' 16. It is now time for our 7:30 p.m. poll closings. Out of the state of West Virginia, Donald Trump is the projected winner of their 5 electoral votes, handily landing in his column. The state of North Carolina, with its 15 crucial electoral votes, too close to call. Another swing state, Ohio, 18 electoral votes, equally as important. Bernie Sanders is currently leading in this hotly contested swing state. Looking at the electoral map, Donald Trump has 33 electoral votes, and Bernie Sanders has 16. It is now time for our 8 p.m. Eastern Time poll closings. Out of the solidly Republican state of Oklahoma, their 7 electoral votes lands in the president's column tonight. Out of the South, Tennessee and its 11 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Speaking of the South, Alabama and its 9 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. The state of Mississippi, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Out of the state of Missouri, 10 electoral votes, Donald Trump will easily carry these. The Democrats thought they would be competitive in this state, but Donald Trump wins nonetheless. Out of the Democratic state of Maryland, 10 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders the projected winner. Bernie Sanders will also carry the state of Connecticut and its 7 electoral votes. The state of Delaware, 3 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders easily wins there. The state of Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders the projected winner. Out of the state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders the projected winner. The state of Illinois and its 20 electoral votes will land in the Sanders column tonight. The state of Massachusetts, 11 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders will win them. The District of Columbia, the most liberal part of the United States, 3 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders the projected winner. Out of the swing state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders easily wins here. The state of Maine, Bernie Sanders now wins all 4 of their electoral votes, flipping back the 2nd congressional district. Bernie Sanders wins in Maine. The Sunshine State of Florida, too close to call, Bernie Sanders currently leading 29 electoral votes at stake. The state of Pennsylvania and its 20 electoral votes again are too close to call. Looking at the electoral map, Bernie Sanders now springing into the lead with 96 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 76. It is now 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for one call. The state of Arkansas and its 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. On the electoral map, Bernie Sanders now has 96 electoral votes and Donald Trump has 82. It is now time for our 9 p.m. poll closings. The state of Louisiana and its 8 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. A big win out of the state of Texas and its 38 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Donald Trump will carry the state of Kansas, going up across the red wall here. Donald Trump carries the state of Kansas and its 6 electoral votes. The state of Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of Wyoming, 3 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. The state of South Dakota, 3 electoral votes will go to the president, as goes South Dakota, so does North Dakota, with its 3 electoral votes landing in the president's column tonight. The swing state of Arizona, 11 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of New York, 29 electoral votes, a solid Democratic state. Bernie Sanders expected to win here at the end of tonight. The state of New Mexico, another swing state, 5 electoral votes landing in the Democratic column. The state of Colorado, another swing state, 9 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders the projected winner. Out of the swing state of Minnesota, 10 electoral votes, currently too close to call. A key race alert out of the state of Michigan, and it's 16 electoral votes, again too close to call. Bernie Sanders is in the lead. Bernie Sanders is also leading in the state of Wisconsin, a Trump state from 2016, 10 electoral votes too close to call. Looking on our electoral map, 139 electoral votes for the Democratic nominee, Bernie Sanders, and 159 for the President of the United States, Donald Trump. It is now 10 p.m. in the East, and we have a new batch of poll closings. The state of Utah, Donald Trump the projected winner of their 6 electoral votes. The state of Montana, 3 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Donald Trump will also carry the state of Iowa and its 6 electoral votes. The state of Michigan now flipping from red to blue, 16 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. The state of Minnesota, 10 electoral votes contested this election season, Bernie Sanders wins their 10 electoral votes. Another 20 electoral votes flipping from red to blue, Pennsylvania going to Bernie Sanders. Looking at our electoral map, Bernie Sanders now takes the lead with 189 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 174. It is now 11 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for multiple projections. The state of California and its 55 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders the projected winner. The state of Hawaii, his running mate's home state, Bernie Sanders will carry their 4 electoral votes. The state of Washington, 12 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. Out of the state of Oregon and its 7 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders wins their 7 electoral votes pretty handedly. Looking at the state of Nevada, another swing state, 6 electoral votes landing in the Bernie Sanders column. The state of Idaho, 4 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. Looking at our electoral map, Bernie Sanders is now 1 electoral vote away from winning the presidency of the United States of America. 269 electoral votes for the Vermont senator and 178 for the president of the United States. It is now 12:33 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have calls from the states of Wisconsin, North Carolina, and Georgia. The state of North Carolina and its 15 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner by a narrow margin. The swing state of Georgia and its 16 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. Another state flipping from red to blue. Now on our electoral map, Bernie Sanders has surpassed the magic number of 270 electoral votes, meaning Bernie Sanders will go on to be the 46th president of the United States of America. Bernie Sanders has won, winning 279 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 205. It is now 1 o'clock a.m. in the East, and we have calls from the states of Alaska and a few swing states. The state of Alaska, 3 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. The state of Ohio, 18 electoral votes, flipping from red to blue. Keep in mind, Donald Trump won this state by 8% back in 2016. Bernie Sanders is the projected winner. The state of Florida and its 29 electoral votes, Bernie Sanders now wins the Sunshine State's crucial electoral votes, putting him at a final total of 326 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 212. So on the screen there is my Instagram. If you're usually in the description below. Actually, in almost every video it will be in the description below from now on. On the screen is a Google form. You don't have to type it. You can go to the description box and you can just click on the link and you can vote in the subscriber decision for the 2018 midterm or Senate election night, which is going to be decided by you guys, not by me. And in the description you can also find the Discord link where you can join my Discord. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like or dislike depending on how you agree with the results. But keep in mind, I did not make them, and it was decided entirely by you guys. So thank you guys for watching this video.